Stampers, this is Trevis. Welcome to Video Friday. Thank you for joining me today. So what I thought we could do today is kind of make a retro card. I'm excited about this new spiral die, okay? And it's a background stamp. And all of the background stamps now are cling stamps. So I really like that because they are very easy to use in your Stamparatus. And a lot of times, if I'm not going to use the whole stamp, I will just leave it in the case and use it out of there, which is super easy too. But today I'm going to use my Stamparatus. So let's get started today and we'll see how this card will turn out. Okay, here we go. Okay, so the colors I'm going to use today are, I'm going to use two in colors, Magenta Madness and Just Jade. I'm also going to use Pacific Point. So these colors, I think, kind of look like a tie-dye. So we will see how it looks on our stamp. Okay, so I'm going to bring the Stamparatus over. And I have it mounted here on my plate. Okay, so this is a red rubber cling stamp. So you do not need the pad, the foam pad, because, right, you only need that for photopolymer. So this is kind of cool. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do a lot of work on this stamp using my daubers. So the first color I'm going to do is I'm going to use Magenta Madness. I'm not going to open them all at the same time because sometimes I have a tendency to put my stamp or my dauber into the wrong color, and that just is like, oh, so irritating. So let's just start with the Magenta Madness. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just dauber some color, and I'm going to just go, since I have three colors, I'm kind of going to go around in a circle. Okay, so I can kind of see what I'm doing. All right, so I'm just going to dauber these around. This this stamp is really different, okay? It's not like anything we've had before, which is cool, right? I'm also going to use another stamp on this card, and I'm going to, let's see, how do I want to, I'm going to, I don't know if you've seen this Big Wishes stamp set. But, oh, and you know, I have a lot of sayings, but when I saw this, I was like, well, okay, this is really cool. And then today I'm going to use it, and I'm going to use it with the tailor-made tags, dies. And so that's going to kind of be the focal point of my card. Not that this tie-dye isn't pretty eye-catching, okay? But I am kind of excited about that stamp set. I've used it a lot, and I'm really loving it. So some of this will, this piece of cardstock that I'm going to stamp on is actually 5 by 3 3/4. So some of this will bleed over the edge of that, and so we won't get the whole thing in here, but it'll be, I think it'll work out really just fine. So let's see. I have to kind of concentrate here, right? Because I'm talking so much, and so you can see what I'm doing. I'm kind of doing this in gaps, right? So we no longer have our yellow sponges offered in our catalog. I mean, if you've been stamping a while, you probably have some, but they are removed from the catalog. So daubers and our new brushes are really hot items because, right, that's kind of where we are right now with sponging. And I just love sponging. I just think it's so cool. Okay, so I have a lot of Magenta Madness on here. I think I'm ready for the next color. So what I'm going to do is close this for now so I don't do what I just said I might do. And now I'm going to use Just Jade. And I'm going to use a different dauber, right? So I'm going to take Just Jade, and I'm going to put that in around in a circle. Concentrate, Trevis. Think what you're doing. Don't just haphazardly. I don't want one color to be just like all together, right? I want them to be kind of separated. So now I'm just doing Just Jade, just where I need it, where I need some color. So the cool thing about, I don't know if you're from my era, but tie-dye, right? Tie-dye was pretty cool back, I don't know, the 70s. And a lot of people would do that to their t-shirts. If you're younger, you're probably thinking, what is she talking about? What is tie-dyed? But no, I think most people know what that is, right? Because it's even popular right now. Must be because, and I don't know how Stampin' Up, I don't honestly know how they come up with these ideas. And it always seems like the idea that they come up with is truly something, a hot item. It's so bizarre. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. Okay, so now I'm going to close that, and I'm going to go to Pacific Point. So I'm going to have pink, green, and blue. I've got another dauber, and I'm going to fill in the areas that are left. Hope this works. I'm excited to give it a try because I think this is a very cool stamp. So if you want to do this like in multiples, right? I would definitely advise you to clean your stamp in between, okay? Because even though we're going to stamp this onto cardstock, there will be some ink left, right, on the stamp, and you don't want that muddled. It'll just turn into like a, kind of a brown, and you don't want that to happen. So I would definitely use your chamois or your scrub and clean your stamp in between. Okay. I don't know if that was green or blue. I can't tell. Kind of looks the same now. Looking really good. I think I need a little more pink. A little more of the magenta right here. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Trying not to overlap these, right? Okay, I think I'm done. All right, now what I'm going to do is close these up for now. And I'm going to, I have to take this magnet away, right? Because if I can't leave it on my cardstock because it will block the stamp from hitting the cardstock. So I'm going to move it off to the side. These are so strong. And I'm just going to lay this here, okay? And I'm going to go, just blow on that a little bit to bring that ink right back up to the top of the stamp. Okay, so I'm just going to give this some nice pressure. You know what I have that I have never used is one of those erasers for your board. And I have one, and it's in the other room, and I have never used it. So I think I need to bring that out, especially for these big stamps. Okay, are we ready? Okay. Oh, it didn't work. Okay, gonna put more pressure right here. I'm glad it didn't stick to the, wouldn't be able to line it up. Oh, I love it. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Now, what I'm going to do is remove this with my scissors, and I'm going to take my chamois, and I'm going to clean this. Okay. So this is the cool thing about your Stamparatus, right? You can put paper on here if you want, but you certainly don't have to because it's glass or acrylic. I don't think it's glass. I think it's acrylic. And it will definitely clean. So you can do the same thing to your stamp. I'm going to clean that off. This needs to be re-wet, but that's okay. I think I can get most of it off. Okay, and I can go back and do that again, but okay, done. Done with that. All right. Now I have that cool thing. Now I have a piece of Just Jade, and I am going to put some Stampin' Seal on here and mount this on my Just Jade cardstock. And then I have a piece of white, half a sheet of white cardstock. So this is 5.5 by 8.5. Fold this in half with my bone folder. There's no right or wrong way to put this on, right? Because it's just this cool spiral. Oh, I love it. Okay, so I finished that part of my card. I have a little ink on my fingers, which is, I think it's from the chamois. Hopefully it won't. Hopefully I won't get that on my card. Okay, now I'm going to use the Biggest Wish. And what I did was I have my tailor-made tags, dies. Okay, so you get 10 dies. You get 4 of each design, all layered in different sizes. And then you get the little tag part. Okay, so what I did was I cut out a white one. And I cut out this second to smallest. All right. And then I cut out one of these. So that's this. All right. So I just want to show you what I did in advance. So I'm going to bring over my silicone mat. And I'm just going to put a little adhesive on here. And I'm going to get my Take Your Pick tool. I was laughing the other day because I was telling people the things that we call things, right? So Take Your Pick tool, a lot of times I call it that pokey thing. Let's put a little glue on here. And I have a whole list of things. Dimensionals, a lot of times we call them pop dots. That's not the official name. They're dimensionals, right? So when that dries on there like that, it'll just rub right off, which is so cool. Okay, now, whoops, I am going to stamp using Biggest Wish. So this is a photopolymer set, and I'm just going to stamp hello. And on this, I'm going to stamp it in Magenta Madness. So, hello. And then with Pacific Point, I'm going to come back, and I just stuck my finger in the ink. I'm not doing very good with the ink today. I'm going to stamp Friend. Put that on this block. And I'm going to come back, and this is what I think is so cool about this stamp set. Hello, Friend. Isn't that cool? So I don't have to do that. You can stamp them separately, obviously. But there's so many choices here. I mean, they're all so useful. Every one of these. I love it. So you can do happy and then the big birthday, or you can do happy and the small birthday. I don't know if you can see that. I'm sorry. It's probably out of screen. Okay, now I'm going to add some ribbon to my tag. And I'm actually going to use on page 139. There's the Just Jade and Gold braided ribbon trim. And I am going to, oh my gosh, I have so much ink on my fingers. What is wrong with me? I never get this much ink on my fingers. Frightening. What is wrong with me? Yikes. I'm afraid to touch anything. What did I touch? Hello. Okay, we hope we don't get this on our card. So what I have here is I have a little piece of white, I have that braided trim, right? And then I also have a little piece of white, I can't think of what it's called, but I'm going to put that through like that. And then I'm going to come right back. I'm so nervous because I got all this ink on my fingers. Usually I get up and wash my hands when I see all this kind of stuff going on. But I can't get up and wash my hands right now. And I often tell my stampers that too. Go wash your hands. Sound like a mom. Go wash your hands. Did I go through both of them? I don't think I did. Okay, I want it to fray, so I'm good with that, but I want to make sure I go through both loops. There we go. I think I got it now. Okay, and this kind of works. This is cool because this kind of works. This little piece right here kind of works as a reinforcer, so you don't tear your ribbon. Okay, now how long do I want this? Ooh, scissors are not sharp. Fray it. How cool is that? I think I need to sharpen these scissors. Oh my gosh. What? The worst scissors. I like it though. I like that frayed look. Yeah. Oh yes. So cute. Okay, so now I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back. Just going to put like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to skimp on that because I want to make sure that this stays put. And make sure I get this going the right way. See? Oh, that's adorable. Do I want it there though, or do I want it up here? I don't know if I want to. I think I'm going to put it down a little bit. Where should I put it? Goodness. I was going to put it right in the middle, but now I kind of like the middle. I think I'm going to put it right here. And thank goodness, all that ink on my hands, and I didn't get any on the card. Okay, so there's our card today. Spiral die, along with the other, the tailor-made tags and the Biggest Wish stamp set. So, ooh, loving that. So, hope you love it too. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. May you be blessed today and be a blessing to someone. Thanks. Bye.